All right, guys, we're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Is the kid? 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 So, a lot to talk about. A lot to divulge. Of course, it's still the January transfer window. We still got to talk about transfers. But I just thought, for the topics for this week's hangout, we have to talk about United. Are they back? Are they back in the big time? We have to talk about the Real Madrid's kids, the children of Real Madrid. Can they roll? And also, we're going to also look at Liverpool's response and how Liverpool were able to respond to their title challenger and everything. And then finally, transfers, man. The general January transfer window and all that January transfer window talk. So yeah, it's a lot to break down and a lot to really talk about. And of course, remember, guys, we're building up to what I believe is going to be an amazing, hopefully amazing Champions League knockout stage coming out next month. So let's just deal first with Man United. So it's very simple. With their victory over Tottenham away from home, is this it? Are they back? Have they returned? Are they back in the big time? Have they returned?
I think personally, I'll get started. I think that they've proven that they're a big side again. Like they've proven that you can't write off Man United just yet. You've seen like in the past, everybody was saying before when they were beating those small teams, they were like, okay, this is all just small teams. The real test is Tottenham, and they showed up, clean sheet. It was a tough win, but they pulled it off, and it was quality goal by Rashford, quality pass by Pogba. So David De Gea also shown like why he's one of the best, if not the best, goalkeeper in the world.
So again, a couple of things because I want to put De Gea to like another topic, but specifically, so do you now feel that boom, United are now back and Solskjaer is the right man for the team now based upon this victory, or do you think they need to prove themselves even more?
To be honest with you, based off past experience, like with Real Madrid and Solari, how when he first got hired, he won the first couple of games, then he dipped. We still don't know. Like I think let's just see what happens by the end of the season, and because I don't think United should just jump in hire their new manager just based off the fact that their next appointment has to be big. Man United can't like they've been out like the top team, like the top tier clubs for the past 6 years. They have to appoint a world class manager. They have to fix their solutions, and they really have to. They have a team that can compete for a title next year. So before making that decision to just hire this guy permanently, let's see how they should just write off the season and just see and start like building towards next season. Okay. So I don't think they should make that appointment just yet. No, not just yet.
All right, Saswat, panel. United, are they back?
Obviously, they did what is needed to be done today, but still,
are they back? Are they back? Are they returned? I need an answer. I need an answer, man.
Yeah, they are back, but I don't think it's very difficult to say right now if Chelsea they can topple Chelsea to be in the top four, because Chelsea have to means slip up a long time. If Manchester United have can secure that fourth position, so I don't think. I mean, it was a good performance today. So, but still, the defense is still weak. There are a lot of issues in their defense. They cannot buy any defender, so I don't think it will be. They can get top four.
Oh, okay. Liverpool for everybody. United. Do you believe the hype?
Yeah, I mean, definitely looks like they're back. They're playing with much more confidence, and to see Pogba play like that makes you enjoy football again. I mean, it was amazing how he was playing out there today. So I believe it. I believe it. Still got a little ways to go, but I believe it at this point.
So do they make top four at the end of the season? Yes or no?
Yeah, top four for sure.
Wow. All right, Juju man, United. Do they have their groove back?
This game doesn't mean anything. I mean, they're not back. They have defensive issues. And Lukaku doesn't look like a football player.
But just man, they kept. Let's be real. They kept a clean sheet.
But it wasn't convincing. Like they weren't dominant. They just Tottenham had so many chances, and De Gea did well, but it's like they need a centre back. They need to spend a centre back, and
Yeah.
they're definitely
Completely.
playing better than when Mourinho was there. So
Easy.
and for the PSG game, this doesn't change anything, and I don't think they're getting top four. Like they're not getting top four.
Okay. Just before I leave you realize that they're only 6 points off of Chelsea.
Yeah, but
Who don't
I'm
have
hearing
a system that they can stick to. You realize that?
I'm hearing Chelsea might be getting Higuain, but if they-
Okay, we'll talk. Okay, cool. We'll talk. Okay, fine, we'll talk. Okay, Hazem United, are they back? Yes or no?
You could say that they're back on form. For the last couple of games, they've been performing. This game, they performed really well. But Jujuman's right in terms of the defense. If they don't get a defender this January, then they're not properly back, and they can't get top four. Maximum, I see them overtaking Arsenal, but I don't think they can get into the top four. If they get a top defender, however, center back in January, that can change, and I think they can definitely get top four. It's gonna be tough, but they could get top four competing with Chelsea.
All right. Forward, United. Give me the role. Give me the lowdown. Is this how they return? Is Solskjaer the Moses that leads them to the Red Sea?
Credit where it's due, but Solskjaer's doing an amazing job. To be honest, I can hear what the Man United fans screaming.
Easy. What do you mean by amazing job? Clarify that. What do you mean by amazing?
Oh, he's doing amazing so far in terms of the output he's getting from these players. Clearly they were underperforming under Mourinho, and certainly in the last
Didn't they
stage
down
of his
tools?
tenure. You can also say that, but certainly he's getting a due tune out of them offensively and even defensively. Although they conceded a lot of shots today. Just to clarify one thing, United aren't back in the sense that they're back to being Man United, the team that I knew growing up, being a dominant team. But they're back to some sort of form, and it certainly looks very impressive. So and as for the top four, providing obviously their main players stay fit, they can reach top. And I'm saying that as a Chelsea fan, but I'm not saying that at Chelsea's expense. People are forgetting that Chelsea are only 1 point behind Tottenham. So if United can chase down Chelsea, they can definitely chase down Spurs.
Ford, I need a very simple answer. It's 2019 or what? We're changing things up. Yes or no? Do they get top four? Yes or no?
Yes, at Spurs' expense.
Spurs.
United, are they back? Yes or no? All right. Okay. His
Are you on me?
Yeah. I'm talking to you, bro. United, are they back? Yes or no?
Yeah, I think United is back.
Based on what? Clarify. Expand upon your point, bro.
They're back in terms of their fluent football that they're playing, fluent attacking football. And they seem to have a calmness with them, even when they don't have the ball. They let the opponents come to them to attack, and they could get their opponents in the counter attack. So I think it's very good for Solskjaer. I love what he's doing, but I worry because Lingard in the second half he had a kind of bad game. He was making some mistakes, and I just think that his substitutions needs to be much quicker than
So are they getting top four? It's very simple. Are they getting top four? Yes or no?
I believe yes.
No. Not I believe. It's a yes or no question. Yes or no? Did they get top four?
I said yes.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about David De Gea. Now, I want you guys to give me, and I will give you a few seconds to think about this. So a few seconds to think about this. I want you guys to give me in order from 3 to 1 the top 3 keepers in the world currently. So number 3, number 2, and number 1. Remember, if this is not based on legacy, Manuel Neuer is still the godfather. As of right now, in 2019, in the year of our Lord 2019, who are the top 3 keepers in the world? Number 3, number 2, number 1. Hardcore Barca, I will start with you. Give me your top 3. 3, 2, then 1.
It's on me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pick. So I'm gonna pick Ter Stegen.
Again, let me reiterate. So remember, number 3, number 2, then number 1. So Stegen is your number 3.
2019 or 2018?
Yes.
No. As of right now, who is the best? Who are the 3 best keepers as of right now?
So
give me your number 3, your number 2, your number 1. Okay, go.
Okay, my number 3 is Ter Stegen. My number 2 is Keylor Navas, and my number 1 is what's we call it?
God.
De Gea.
All right. Forward.
Yeah.
Oh, thank the Lord in heaven. You know, my 2 and 3 were tied before, but you know, let's be in absolutes. I'm gonna go third, De Gea, second, Mark ter Stegen, and the best goalkeeper in the world right now, no debates, Oblak.
Interesting. Interesting. Hazem, your top 3.
3 De Gea, 2 Ter Stegen, 1 Allison.
Allison.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Allison?
Becca.
Liverpool keeper.
Allison.
Becca!
Why would you
Never heard
respond to that?
Okay, cool.
He knows who he
We've
is.
talked. Okay, Jujuman,
Yeah, 100.
your 3.
Number 3 is Alisson, 2 De Gea, 1 ter Stegen.
Okay, now okay. I'm going to those Liverpool, and don't be biased. Don't be biased.
Well, you know, Ter Stegen, Edison, Allison.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. You know,
What
I
the good Lord in
said
heaven?
don't be biased. You know, I just said.
100%.
Munzaha, top 3 keepers. Number 3, number 2, then number 1.
David De Gea, Mark Ander ter Stegen, and number 1 is for me
Allison.
Jan Oblak.
Oh,
Thank you. You're a wise man, Mutaha.
all right. Red.
Yeah. The number 3. This one is gonna come from outfield, from left field, but Szczesny. I feel like Szczesny's been
Whoa, okay,
incredible.
Red.
Yeah.
No, guys.
Great
Szczesny-
shout.
Szczesny-
That isn't left field. That's wrong field.
Great shout.
There's
No,
no-
but
that was my fourth.
Szczesny
That was
has
my
been
fourth.
incredible this season.
Give me your
Most-
3, then.
most
Then
underrated
let's talk about
keeper in the
Szczesny.
world.
Give me your 3.
Okay. So in that case, if I remove Szczesny, it has to be Stegen, Oblak, De Gea.
Don't remove
But
Szczesny.
I believe that Szczesny's better than Stegen this year.
Yeah, same. 100%.
Okay.
Because you're a
Sasquatch,
Real Madrid
give me
fan.
your 3.
Wait, Barca, wait. So my third is Oblak, number 2 is De Gea, and number 1 is ter Stegen because he's the best all-round keeper right now.
Oh man,
He's
get
good
out
at
of here.
everything.
Okay, cool. So basically, I've heard all these things from you now. Can we have a frank, open 2019 discussion? De Gea is extremely good. I believe De Gea is top 3. Like my 3 is, I have it as Oblak 3. No, I have it as De Gea 3, Oblak 2, Stegen 1. That's my thingy. So let's just have an open discussion. How many shots are straight at De Gea? And how good are his saves really pertaining to the Premier League?
Can I answer that?
Can I answer that?
Wait,
Can I say
okay,
something?
I had
Can I
okay,
say
forward
something?
and then Sassuat, then Barca. So forward, go for it.
So I think people need to give him a bit more credit for some of the saves today. Yes, a lot were right by him, like some of the ones that were he saved with his hands. Yes, but saves with his feet, they were actually really impressive. Again, how many times you see goalkeepers get nutmegged with shots? They go right past them to the sides. For instance, that save he done with his feet to stop the shot from Kane. Most goalkeepers just instantly you use their hands to try and save that. They don't save it because they don't get down enough in time. So you'll give him his credit. Yes, a lot of shots were kind of right by him today, but you gotta give him his credit. That's why he's
Oh,
top
I'm
goalkeepers in the world.
talking. I did say relating to this game. I said overall.
Yeah, that's my point.
Overall, he makes a lot of world.
Shots are straight at him. How many shots go into the corner? It's a simple thing, man. 2019, man. Come on, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it very simple for you.
Thank you.
Overall, he makes a lot of world-class saves. It's as simple as that. He's a top 3 goalkeeper.
Okay, Sasquatch, talk, man.
So you all obviously have to take in the fact that he's playing with such a bad defense, and he's the only keeper that makes the highest number of saves in each match, highest number of countable saves in each match, and that doesn't count. And also throughout this past year, we have seen that there are many goalkeepers. Whenever the shot is taken, even right at them or just beside them, it actually hits them and rebounds into the goal. But De Gea is that kind of a goalkeeper. Whenever it hits his body, any part of his body, it never just rebounds into the goal. It goes past.
Wait. That's what I've got a response. Wait, my response to this is that it's twofold. Yes, he's got a brick to the defense, therefore he comes with a lot of shots. But it's also as difficult to play with a team like a Barcelona where you have to have high concentration, where you don't have those many shots, but you have to be switched on when that shot comes without you knowing, based on just how much control your team has. Wait, easy. Let me land, man. And how many shots did De Gea face at the World Cup, and how many were goals? I believe every shot at him was a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, like, can we be frank? So
No,
I'm not hating on
But
De Gea.
Spain is
What I'm saying
different
is
from
that
Manchester United.
every
you know
shot
that,
at
right?
him ended up as a goal at the World Cup. That's what I'm saying. This is very small.
We have
Yes.
to. Let me say something. Let me say
Wait, Basa,
Wait. Saswat and then Basa. Saswat talk.
So I definitely agree with you. Credit where credit is due. I mean, obviously, it's very hard to keep your concentration throughout the 90 minutes when a few shots come at you and you have to save all of them. But De Gea, it's not. It hasn't. It's nothing to take away from what De Gea has done and what happened in that World Cup. It's actually it can happen to any goalkeeper. Just remember, De Gea has been the top of the game for the last 4 or 5 years. So these things definitely can happen.
That's what. Thank you, but no excuses. 2019, I'm making no excuses. Barca, talk.
First of all, De Gea playing in Spain is different from him when he plays in Manchester United. And
How
second
so?
of
Explain. How so? Explain. How so?
Well, based on what I watched from Spain in the World Cup, because I'm a huge Spain fan, they're a possession team. You know what I'm trying to say? They like to have the ball. They're not a counter-attacking team. They like to, kind of do these small combination plays to move
What's
teams
that got
around.
to do with it?
Easy. Let him land, man.
Not a good.
And Manchester United, with Mourinho, they weren't playing possession football. Instead, they were playing pragmatic football, sitting back, relaxing, letting the opponents attack them and come straight at them. You get what I'm saying? So that is why I'm saying for him playing in Spain is way different from playing in Manchester United. You get what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
No.
Okay. Wait.
Answer the question. You didn't answer the question.
Before I give you back, wait. My thing is that for me, again, I give credits where credits is due, 100%. But my thing is that I look at the saves that De Gea makes, and some of them are routine saves, some of them are world-class, amazing saves. Grant, like the save against Kane and Alderweireld, those were superb saves.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is that I'm looking at the totality of things. The Premier League isn't the highest competition in the world. It isn't. It's most exciting, but you're not facing the best of the best in the world in the Premier League. Now, if you want to go to La Liga, then let's have a conversation. Because in La Liga, top to bottom, you're going to face some extremely high quality, high caliber strikers of the ball.
That's true.
My thing is that I've seen, and okay, this goes to the whole Premier League, because the Premier League, of course, it's the biggest brand, it's the most popular, and I believe that because people don't watch anything outside of the Premier League, anything that happens in the Premier League just gets considered that, this is the world. I said, wait, easy. Let me learn. A lot of people who say, and not all, but I will swear, like 90% of people who say De Gea is the best keeper in the world don't watch any football outside of the Premier League, and that's just the fact. Because if you did, you would see just how the crazy saves that Oblak makes in Champions Leagues. You will see the crazy saves that Stegen makes in flipping Champions Leagues and in La Liga games. So it's like,
wait.
What about Navas? What about Navas?
An argument I can make is
Last season, Navas.
Wait. But argument.
You're mad.
Wait, but
bro, last season, yo.
Wait, but an argument I can see is like the Gea plays with the horrible defenders, and the other goalkeepers play in they have a decent defenders. They have decent defenders, but the Gea plays in a horrible and the horrible. He has a horrible defenders in front of him. Not horrible, but really bad. And
horrible. No, stick with it.
They're horrible.
Good.
And with the other game today, I think we have to give him credit, because I've seen the Buffon, Navas make mistakes that De Gea didn't make today.
Buffon has not been relevant in about 8 years. So let's just
Hey, can I say something on this, please?
Wait, let Judgman finish.
So with De Gea, I think he deserves credit, even though it's overboard. I think he still deserves it, because it's
okay. All I ask is that how much credit should we give to him? Do we then? Is it right for us to call him the best keeper in the world because he saves shots from Kane and Dele Alli, Joaquin and Dele Alli, are they the best
HH,
people in the world?
Hate
can I respond to that?
Okay, Muntar.
Yeah. Look. First of all, okay, I'm not saying David De Gea is number one. Okay, like for me, in his top three, but like you have to think from a different perspective. Is it like if you analyze like Premier League, yeah, the most shots taken from the goal from the outside, or from the inside of the box here is in Premier League. La Liga is like bit more possession based
Thank
league
you.
as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
When you come to Italian Serie A, Serie A is
Mhm.
also like kind of Premier League,
Defensive.
but bit
Yeah.
more defensive
Defensive.
league as well.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
the more shots are taken in the Premier League, regardless of like your saves are like crucial or like it's
Crucial.
a
Yeah.
normal save. Yeah, I agree. Like it's not the highest stage, but it is one of the highest stage. So you cannot just deny the David De Gea what you call contribution of saving. So for me, he's top three.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on to our next.
Ooh.
I want to talk about fetuses. Now, don't be alarmed. This isn't a biology class. I turned on 11 Sports because, again, I was catching the second half of Real Madrid against Real Betis. And keep in mind that this is one of the biggest clubs in the world. These are the defending Champions League winners. So I turn it on, and about 50% of the front line I've never seen before in my life. So I say to myself that, what in the hell is going on at Real Madrid? Because I want to rewind. Because I told you, because see, whenever people insult me, I want to rewind. And Jujuman, I'm calling you out. Jujuman,
Oh.
I'm giving you a second chance, and this is your last chance. After this, I'm not giving you more chances. Are you going to change your prediction on the Ajax game? Or
Never.
not? This is your last chance.
Never.
Me too.
It's like Madrid will still beat Ajax. I am not worried about that because this is the 3-time
Come
champion.
on, AJ.
Okay,
Come on.
Jujuman,
You know this. You know
Let me
this.
respond. Let me respond. And also, because I want to bring Red in here to give his own perspective on the club. What I saw against Betis is it's not even funny anymore. It's no more a joke. This is alarming. I saw 19-year-olds. They were about, I think the average age for Real Madrid in that game was like 12 or 13. So, like, I'm seeing young kids, and the worst thing is Vinicius Jr., who I believe has only just turned 19. They're depending on him. He's their talisman. So they're depending on him to really engineer attacks and everything. So when I view this, I say, and Betis, if Betis were serious about scoring, they would have won that game. So I'm sorry, unless a miracle happens.
Wait, but Double H.
Jujuman, let me land. Two things. Unless either a miracle happens or Real Madrid dope. I don't know how this team, in a space of, was it 4 or 5 weeks, will get to a standard to beat what I believe is a very talented Ajax team. So let me bring in Red here. Red, was it 4 5? How serious is the situation at Real Madrid? Because I think it's a code red.
No. Like I don't think so. I think the future looks good for us just for this reason alone. Like you guys are looking at Vinicius like outshining everybody as that's a bad thing. No, that's actually an incredible thing for us to get a young talent that's doing so well and that's clicking like that. And he's only 19. So and plus, I've already this season I thought of it as a rebuilding process. We lost our top goal scorer of all time, and we can never replace that. That kind of player, he's a once in a lifetime, once in a generation. He's going to come score those goals for us. Replacing him is impossible. We have to rebuild the whole team. Now with summer coming, now we have Vinicius quality. Brahim Diaz is looking good. We can now sell the older players that were underwhelming, that we gave them a chance this season, and start the rebuilding process next year. Yep. Now this season, our objective right now is just to get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And as far as I'm concerned, we're still in the title race because last year
title race. What title?
Red, look. I was Red. I was with you until that last statement.
Mm-hmm.
Red, let's cut the crap. It's 2019. Let's be truthful. Barcelona have already won the La Liga title. Real Madrid do not have a chance. Their focus is get top 4. Real Madrid do not have any chance of catching
AJ,
Barcelona.
we don't know the future. Like we're gonna get like top four. You're right. Our main objective, and that's what currently we're fighting for, is top four. But with that being said, we still have 16 games left to play. The gap, it's a big gap, but it's not impossible. Like I've seen us bring fight bigger gaps than that before. So what I'm not saying that we're gonna win the league. I'm saying that we're still in it. Like we should still play every game to win it. I don't want the players to write off this season and start throwing these games. I want when I see them play on the pitch, I want 110%. I want to see new players. I want to see new blood. I want to see different formations. I want us to try and figure out a post Ronaldo Real Madrid.
Okay,
That's what we
so
need.
Red, but okay, last before I move to some others. So are you confident that you guys will beat Ajax?
Oh yeah, 100%. But we're just like people should just wait and not buy De Jong or Delete just yet, because after we're done with them, they're gonna be cheap. Those players are gonna go for cheap. So
I didn't address you. I was addressing the Real Madrid guys. Relax.
Yeah. So. Oh, by the way, one last thing. Varane back on form. Incredible match by Varane today. Really went slept on. So yeah, I'm very happy about that.
And also, look, guys, this is why I said to people, look, Van Dijk, there are a lot of defenders you need to get past before I call you one of the best in the world. And Varane has suffered for a few months, but when Varane is on, Varane is a World Cup caliber defender. Van Dijk, and your stripes. Hardcore Barca, you wanted to say something?
Can I say?
For me, I think it's an end of an era for Real Madrid.
Easy. Relax. Okay, why? Okay. Why did he have to be so extreme? Why? Explain.
Last year in the UCL, I told my brother this, that
don't bring family into this, by the way.
Okay.
I don't want to be sued. So just say it yourself. Barca talk.
You were riding on Cristiano Ronaldo's luck to take you to the Champions League final. That's what I told him. And for me, I just feel like, because there's players who are aging, and there's, like you were just saying today, there's young players. You know what I'm trying to say? They need to get at least someone half of Cristiano Ronaldo's caliber to come to this Real Madrid team. To really, really save them, they need to get half of Cristiano Ronaldo's caliber to really, really save them. And that is why I'm saying that maybe, because I was hearing reports about Calderon saying that last season, when Zidane left, they should have sold Bill instead of Ronaldo. That's what he actually said. You know what I'm trying to say? And it turns out that Perez went the other way. He actually sold Ronaldo instead of Bill. And that was a mistake. They should have sold Bill and Benzema last summer after the Champions League final.
So you think we should sell a younger player that had an amazing final? We should have got rid of him and kept an aging 34-year-old player? Like, you think that's a better long-term solution?
You know, a final doesn't mean anything. He's injury prone. Come on, you know that.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You can't have a player like how would the club look like if Bale scores an overhead kick, arguably the best Champions League final goal ever, and they sell him that summer?
They should have sold.
Chill. So Barca, let me just hear this. So you wanted Real to sell Bale?
I think they should have sold Bill and Benzema, because for me, if you look at that whole season last season,
Barca, you can't just say this without qualifying it. So sell them and bring in who? And wait, so what?
Okay.
So
I think they could bring in Mbappe if they sold him.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
They couldn't bring him after they sold Ronaldo. They couldn't bring him after they sold Ronaldo. So how did
there was only one solution.
Wait.
Mbappe.
This is the key thing you have to understand, is that, look, when Real Madrid did away with Cristiano, I have no qualms with them doing that. If a guy doesn't want to remain there, it's cool, but you got to replace him. Now, you may not replace him like for like, but you get at least somewhat of a player. Hence why if Real Madrid got a Hazard or someone of that ilk, then you can start to build towards it. Then you've got this Vinicius Junior, then you've got young guys coming in.
That's what I'm saying. Last summer, they should have done that. They should have been doing this like already. They haven't, Real Madrid, they haven't signed from the past 3 seasons. they have not signed any world-class player for the past 3
Because we
seasons.
don't need them. We had world-class players.
let's
Yeah,
not
we,
talk
we,
about
we,
the
look,
past.
look, look,
And
look, we
look,
don't need
look,
them.
look,
The past three
Let's
seasons,
not
they won the
talk about
Champions League 3 in a row, so that just shows.
Ronaldo,
let's not
Ronaldo.
talk about the past.
Wait.
Let's not talk about the past.
I want to get guys one
Can I-
chance.
can I-
Wait.
can I-
Let me bring
And
in.
you jump in there as well, please.
Can
So
I-
the question is: so forward, are Real
Yeah.
Madrid done, or do you think that they can that the empire can still go strong, or you think that the empire has fallen forward?
The Empire is certainly still there. Quickly, I just want to shout out Simon Hanley and Graham Hunter for they're the commentators on 11 Sports. Those guys, I really enjoy their commentary.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
they're really good. But anyways, going back
Yeah, I like
to
them
obviously the
too,
football.
yeah.
I'm just shouting them out because I really like their commentary. But anyways, back to the football.
Thanks.
Real Madrid are obviously, yes, this is a transition season for them. Obviously, obviously losing Ronaldo, not replacing him was bad, of course, but they're in decent-ish form. Again, going to Real Betis and winning away is still a very good feat, especially in a league. I mean, that's a tough place to go. Obviously, with players like William Carvalho there. So, yeah, again, they're doing better now. I mean, they're going to probably get top 4, no doubt. And for the Champions League, I mean, why are people doubting they're going to beat Ajax? I mean, even as a matchup, I mean, the amount of space that Ajax leave on a counter-attack for Bayern Munich in that game when they were playing at home. Bear in mind, Real Madrid are a great team away from home, this Real Madrid team. And that's where the first leg is. So they can likely even kill the game off in that first leg. Yes, Ajax are a decent team, but this is a bad matchup for them going up against Real Madrid. So Real Madrid will beat them. I have no qualms about that. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. And also,
I think Real Madrid will beat Ajax. I did not say that. I did not say they're not going to beat
Can I
Ajax.
say something on this? Can I say something? on this?
Forward.
yeah.
You see, the things that you speak very quickly and you say things that need to be checked upon.
Okay, go.
Now,
go for it.
you said that you have no qualms with Real Madrid beating Ajax. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Based on, see, do you know what? What's so funny? Do you know why I love the incident? This gets saved, and I can use this as evidence when February or March, whatever, rolls through. The team I have been seeing fully. I'm not saying who's definitely, but what I just find shocking is: has nobody watched Ajax play? Have nobody seen how Real Madrid have been exposed by a lot of teams in La
They'll use
Liga?
experience to beat
Just
them.
can I respond?
Because Ajax are better than Betis.
You use
Ajax are better than
they
Real
use experience.
Sociedad.
Oh
H-
God!
H-
Ajax
Oh,
are
God.
better than
Can I-
Betis.
Come
Ajax are
on,
not
H-
guys.
H- can I respond?
I am the one to respond.
Can I
One at a time. Okay,
Let me say something, please, I beg
Forward
you.
I want to
respond
respond
and
as well,
we'll go to
yeah.
Hazem. Okay, forward respond.
So on your first point, yes, I've watched a lot of Ajax this season. They're a very good team, and I'm concerned as why people are not even shouting at someone like Ruben Neves, who's actually been amazing this season. He doesn't get enough credit. But again, go back to the point as to why I'm very confident Real Madrid will win this. I've watched Champions League for a long time, and I've watched the last 3 years very intently, and I've seen Real Madrid, no matter what bad form they've taken from the Liga, go into the Champions League and just outperform. Yes, Ronaldo's not there. Yes, they're aging squad, but they're still going to have enough to beat Ajax. And again, the reason why I'm most confident is because it's just a bad matchup for Ajax. They leave too much space on the counter-attack, and providing Bell is still fit, Benzema's going to be in any decent form, Modric and Kroos picking the passes through, they're going to exploit them on a counter-attack. And I love that this video is saved because we're going to hear your confidence, and when we knock them out, we're going to reconvene, and we're going to see what we're going to see what we're going to be talking about then.
No, trust me.
Can I respond?
No, easy, guys.
chill,
Let
chill,
me
chill.
control
Can I
this
say
the
something?
group, bro.
Can I
Glass
say
of chill.
something?
Okay, Hazem. Has the Real Madrid empire fallen? Yes or no?
No, it's not fallen. I don't think it's all doom and gloom for Madrid. It's like I watched the game against Leganes, and they had many promising signs, and the youngsters are really talented. For example, this Odriozola, he's so good, and I think even he can be better than Carvajal soon.
He already is.
Yeah, maybe already is, and other talents like Valverde and Vinicius, obviously. I think now they have the mixture of some experienced players that experienced the 3 Champions Leagues, like Modric and those experienced Ramos and those guys, and also some young players. And I think it's actually they're gonna grow on each other, and they're gonna form a really good team. And as we know, in the Champions League, it's a different story. So even if in the league they're not performing great, they're still getting the results. And in the Champions League, I expect them to get the results even greater extent. So I think they may face some problems against Ajax, but they'll get through their experience in the team and through
Can I respond?
they know how to get through
Can I
it.
say something, please?
No. I will lead the group. Relax. I will come to you people. Just relax.
Yes, so that's my point.
Jujuma,
with Madrid. I agree with Hazim. I think they still have a good structure. The two centre backs are there, Varane and Ramos. Modric is still there. Ceballos is good, and Benzema is there. So it's not
No,
bad.
no, 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 no. See, guys, don't try and be sly with me. Don't try and be sly with me. Jujuman, you just said Benzema is there. What's that supposed to mean?
It's still like he has like 4 Champions League. It's still good. Like it's better than having like it's still good. Like he can score. He can score. I mean, like sometimes I think I saw his Instagram pics. He looks in good shape. So I mean, he can score. He's not obese. He's not obese. He's not obese.
Have you seen Lewandowski's shape?
Benzema's link up players anyway.
Look, Jujuman, finish your bloody points, man.
All right. So Benzema is in good shape, and what's it called? The rest of the team, the only concern would be Modric, his legs. That's the only concern. But as for the structure of the team, the striker, the midfielder, they still have a good striker, and they've improved. They have a better goalkeeper than Navas. So I'm not even worried. I'm not worried. The only concern is they might not close this game early. That's the only concern, and this should be a straightforward game.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, Liverpool.
Can I? Okay.
Liverpool for everybody. Real Madrid. Have the empire fallen?
Yeah, it's a wrap for Real Madrid. It was nice while it lasted, but it's a wrap. The fact that we're thinking that they're gonna depend on these young kids to bring them back to some kind of status is ridiculous to me. The best goalkeeper they don't play. I don't see it. I just don't see it, man. You can't depend on Modric and Cruz and all these guys for the rest of the time. So I don't see them really bouncing back anytime soon. I agree with Red what he said earlier. Rebuilding is one thing, but to think that they're really gonna be back to that status that they were, I think it's a joke.
But it's Ajax.
Liverpool answered that, by the way.
Gentlemen,
I don't care if it was soapbox.
Talk.
Yeah. Look, first of all, I have to agree that like we are literally crap now, but like we can overcome Ajax because Ajax is not that experienced. They leave spaces behind the defense, and they are really young team. And I just want to tell everybody that Ajax has been played really good football in group stages. Yeah, but group stages and round of 16 and knockout is completely different ball game. It's not the same.
I love the arrogance. I love your arrogance, by the way. I love the arrogance. Carry on.
Thank you. Secondly, we are building a team for futures. Yeah, we are not okay. Right now, we might struggle this season. We might struggle next season, but I guarantee you guys, like after 2 seasons, like we are back to our old Real Madrid team. So yeah, you can say that we are right now we are crap, but yeah, we'll come back for sure, man. Yeah.
All right.
And last thing I just want to tell you, like yeah, we are not winning La Liga, but I think so we'll go for Copa del Rey this season.
Hey, can I say something?
Copa del Rey.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna go to Saswat, then Baswa. Saswat.
So obviously it's a huge problem that the experienced players are not playing and the youngsters are stepping up. But here's the thing: if it was a one-off game, just one game between round of 16 was one game between Real Madrid and Ajax will actually beat them. But since it's a two-legged tie, 180 minutes to play, it's the situation completely changes. If you see Ajax this season,
no, really.
No.
What?
Yes,
No,
it
can I respond? So,
Have you seen the Bernabeu? Sociedad won at that bloody place last weekend. So
La Liga is different to Champions.
I know. Here's the thing. For playing two-legged tie,
isn't this the same team that lost to CSKA Moscow?
I know,
Yeah.
but
The Bernabeu is not a fortress.
Finish your
points.
Finish your points. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Finish your points.
Since it's a two-legged tie, 180 minutes, the first tie will actually be predicated on what will happen on the second tie. Here's the thing. Because Ajax has only one gear, that is just play attacking football and just leave spaces through a defense. Throughout the 2 legs, they will try to whenever if they are in the lead, if they try to outscore the opposition, they will leave spaces. And if at home, Real Madrid, when they will play at home, whenever Ajax will try to soak up the pressure, which they are not good at, they only have one plan. So Real Madrid will exploit their spaces because they play quick passes and quick play, especially with the youngsters in the squad stepping up. So it will affect Ajax in a lot of ways. And the most important thing is the mentality. The mentality of the more experienced players like Ramos, Varane, Cruz, and Modric will actually help these youngsters to success through these cool because it's a one double H.
It's true,
Here's
H.
the main,
You have to accept it.
main,
Come on
main
now.
key that you
I
are
don't have
forgetting.
to
I know.
accept anything. Okay.
Wait,
HH Champions League experience is the most
wait,
important.
wait.
No, it's not. No. You see,
Wait.
guys, you keep falling. They say, you know what? I cannot wait. I wish I could just be put in a cryo chamber till February. We can get this match done. Because
So
wait, let me know. Because
okay.
people don't understand how important Zidane and Cristiano were to their Champions League form. Because people keep assuming that, oh no, Real Madrid, they always 2020 in the Champions League. No. Zidane and Cristiano were critical for that. Solari doesn't know what he is doing. This guy is clueless.
Double H.
And
So was Modric.
and also experience eventually will come undone. So are you telling me that? Like, okay, so
Oh my
do you know that? Do you realize that if you're 40 years old, you're still experienced. So a 40-year-old Ramos can still be effective. So what the hell does experience mean?
No, double H, I definitely
God,
agree.
yo.
Wait, let me respond. Double H, I definitely agree with you what you're saying. But against Ajax, this is a team against Ajax. I completely agree with. They will not get past the quarterfinals because in quarterfinals they will play against big teams. But Ajax are a team that does not have a full structure in position. They are just one plan, and they the players just because they are youngsters and they don't have.
Okay, wait. Wait.
acclimatization.
We have a lot of topics to go through. Basically, I think at the end of the day, we will see what happens,
Can I say
and I
something?
will come to this hangout, and you will all give me the apologies when everyone all is said and done. And I will want a written apology from all of you flipping people who doubt the best analyst on the planet.
And vice versa. And vice
We're moving
versa.
on, guys. We're moving on. Now,
I didn't say anything.
relax, man. Let me talk. So Liverpool responded. People thought that they would crumble, they would unravel, and they would not be able to come through. So, how much respect do you have from the way that Liverpool were able to respond to the loss against Man City, or you don't think it matters?
Yeah.
I think it's very important. Like their response was much. This is the exact response they needed. Is just to show that it was a tough game. Brighton is not easy. Brighton has been a lot of the top teams, and the fact that they were able to like grind out that 1-0 win is great for just their mentality moving on in the league. Because now they know that like that Man City game, even though I didn't think it was demoralizing for Liverpool because Liverpool weren't outplayed. They lost. Man City deserved to win, but Liverpool if they were to replay that game 5 times, I think Liverpool would win a couple of those games just based on the quality between those two teams. So Liverpool, what they have to they've shown that they've been able to grind out these 1-0 wins. They've been shown that they've shown the ability to blitzkrieg teams and just win those 4 or 5-0s and have those high scoring games. I feel like they have these are signs of champions. Like it's still too early to say. Still 16 games to play, but like this team is special, and people have to respect, and we have to acknowledge we have to acknowledge what they're doing right now. Like they're still favorites. The title's theirs to lose.
Okay, wait.
Title's theirs to lose.
So who here thinks that Liverpool don't have the momentum that win didn't matter? That City will still win it all.
Doesn't matter.
That win didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Why? Okay, Barca. Why not? Based on them losing to City, people thinking that they were a bunch of losers and them responding with a tough win. Why didn't that matter?
I want to hear this.
First of all, Brighton had some awful calls from the referees. Van Dijk literally had a handball inside the penalty box, which should have been called a penalty for Brighton.
Was bought a hand.
I love this guy.
Oh man.
And second of all, Brighton really pushed them in the second half. If they meet someone away, let's say they play West Ham away, I think West Ham can really cause them trouble. Because for me, on Saturday, yes, they played well, but they still have some of those kind of defensive, like some kind of those problems. All right, defensive frailties is kind of
HH, can I respond? HH, can I respond?
Wait.
Why even bother?
Don't even respond. Just let
I have
voices. Daniel, you've just come in. Daniel,
Yeah.
how important was that win against Brighton, or you don't think it was important because City will take care of business against Wolves?
It was important because it shows that we didn't capitulate. So like we didn't collapse. because you can collapse in the pressure is all on us. Fernandinho after the game, yeah, he started mocking us, saying that he was questioning us if we know how to handle pressure. So we
Mind
answered.
games.
So Daniel, but do Liverpool know how to handle the pressure though? That's the question. Do you believe that they can handle the pressure?
Time will tell.
Well, see, I think that the loss against City affected them a bit. I mean, it didn't affect them that much, but it changed the psychology of everyone because before they live
Wait,
the City.
man, why are you even talking? You said that City would easily lose the game. So
but it just affected like the psychology of everyone because everyone before this game was terrified of Liverpool. Right now, it's like it's easy a bit. Like we can breathe now because it was like it was a bit scary for for a moment because this team looked unbeatable, and so I think it affected that. And for the if they can defend the title, it's what's it called? See, everyone keeps saying. When they're eliminated out of the cup, and everyone says it's a good thing, but I don't think it's a good thing because it's like
you can't have a loser's mentality.
Yeah, because they're putting too much pressure on themselves. If they lose to Bayern and they're eliminated of, let's say, all the trophies except EPL, and they have a full lead against City,
they're beating Bayern, bro. They're beating Bayern.
No, but let's see. Wait, we can't be sure. But let's say Bayern beat them and they're only in one title, and they have full lead. They're leading by 4 points. I mean, that's too much pressure. That's too much pressure. I see that can be a disaster. That's the only concern.
Okay. Liverpool for everybody. Do you think that your team can handle the pressure? Yes or no?
Yeah, I do. Brighton was always going to be a tough game. The first game we played them this season, gave us a tough time. They're a good matchup for us. So the scoreline wasn't surprising, but I have every confidence that we'll be okay to the title.
And so, guys, are we all in assumption that City will beat Wolves on Monday, or do you think Wolves can?
Oh, that's not clear cut. That is a very
yeah. City win that.
Can I comment on Liverpool?
Hazem, hit me, go.
Yeah. So I don't know who expected Liverpool to draw or lose against Brighton after the City game, but I don't think anyone did. If Liverpool wanted to respond after that City game and show that they're really serious about it, they would have thrashed Brighton or at least beat them convincingly. They made it tough for themselves. They They needed the.
That's not how football works.
That's ridiculous.
That's not how football works.
They need Salah to save them.
That is not how football works.
Yeah, it is.
Just like most of the season, Salah has to save them.
They got a penalty.
I haven't said anything.
Consistent in the title.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Saswat, then Ford, then thingy. Okay, Saswat, yeah.
Here's the thing. You have said in your videos a lot. Can they do the 2 flex, and which is the most important key for winning a league title? So this game, Brighton game, Brighton did not have any shots on target. We tried to soak up the pressure, and because we were under a lot of pressure, we won. We definitely won it 1-0. But that is the key. Whenever you are under pressure, can you pull through? You have never seen a team when they are under pressure, they immediately just bounce back by winning 5-0, 6-0. That did not happen with Man City. That did not happen with any other team. That's not how football works. And to reply to what Basa's point, this season, the Brighton match shows that we had a lot of stability. Van Dijk being the most important player, he actually leads this team.
Whenever he has a handball in the box.
Wait, let me finish. Whenever a defender leads a team, someone like Van Dijk, and you have such a good defense, it's very hard for you whenever you have a lead at this point, and you have that much of stability that you will give away what you have in your grasp.
Why do you need a penalty to win the match? Come on.
Exactly. That's what I kept saying. Why did you
grinding out a win?
You know football way too much to be saying something like that.
As much as I like
Wait.
Let me say something.
Wait, Hazem, let me just ask you something quick. So Hazem, so you're telling me that unless Liverpool thrashed Brighton away from home, this isn't a response? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Unless they kill them, they beat them convincingly. So
Yeah.
Like
this was,
City did that baby
wasn't
team in
convincing.
the cup.
Come on,
Yeah.
even Liverpool fans, if you were watching that, there was a lot of stressful moments in that match. You didn't really know whether
Exactly.
That's what I was
That's how
saying.
football
wait,
works.
well, Hazem, no. See, you have to understand. So this is how football psychology works.
Yeah.
Liverpool, this team, these people have not tasted a Premier League title before. So the very fact that they lost to Man City,
All right.
the pressure was on, and people expected them to
To lose
really
to Brighton.
lose or drew the next game.
To
There was
Brighton.
no way in hell. This is just 101 football psychology. There was no way in hell a team who have never won a title before we're going to bounce back after that and win 5-0. The key thing was, are you either going to win or are you going to lose or draw? Winning by big was never going to happen. That's just how football psychology works. Okay.
So what if Liverpool lose to West Ham away? HH. What will you say then?
Look, guys,
talk
they're going
about
to
we have to wait and
be
see,
to come towards. All right, look, quickly, last topic, transfers.
Oh boy.
Willian. Now, I like Willian.
I hate William.
Man,
Yo, how
wait,
take
wait,
it chill,
wait,
man.
Can
Like,
I
you've been talking
introduce
too
the
much.
damn topic? Thank you. Bloody hell. I like William. He's an alright guy. He's cool and everything. Slightly inconsistent. Now, forward, I need to take you to task. I had 50 mil plus Malcolm. That's what I had. So, forward, being a Chelsea insider aficionado who knows all the ins and outs of Chelsea Football Club based in Fulham Broadway, I need you to explain to me, how do Chelsea reject 50 million plus Malcolm pertaining to Willian? Hit me.
So being a Chelsea insider aficionado, I have no idea. I mean, the actual details of that deal was that it was 50 million as a whole package, but it would have been, I think, maybe a 30 million plus a Malcolm. But regardless, you got to be taking that deal if you're Chelsea. Now, I don't know why the club value Willian so highly, but for some reason they do. I think he is really liked amongst the squad. We obviously really good friends of Hazard and again, all that brewing and Louise, of course, the best centre back in the league. But anyways, going on to what's important, I don't know why we're not selling him, but so again, I can't answer that question. We should be.
Wait,
selling
how
him
good
once.
is Malcolm? How
Can
good
I
is
say
Malcolm?
something?
He's a decent
Can I say
prospect, and you
something?
know what? He would fit
He's
our
younger
system.
and he's got a better
We
upside.
don't know. We don't know. He's always
Willian
on the
is
bench.
30.
Yeah,
Malcolm is good.
Malcolm
William's
is younger and got a
31.
better upside.
Yeah, William's 31, and Malcolm is a left-footed right winger who would complement our system in that sense. So obviously, it's a no-brainer to take the deal. And why the club's not following through with it, I have no idea.
Can I say something, HH?
Yeah, Barca talk.
This transfer just goes to show how Chelsea's board really misses Emanalo and how Barcelona's board is just poor.
Preach. He's
Just
Nigerian, by the way.
poor.
Carry on.
Yeah.
That's true.
You guys have really suffered ever since Emanalo left. And we've suffered ever since Laporta left. And I feel like, for me, I look at this deal and I'm like, my God, why? Like, why in hell Malcolm for Willian? Like, it makes no entire sense. And the thing is, it's not like it's not like Willian. Look, it's not like Willian is gonna help. Stop making me laugh.
Wait, but watch your boy.
I need to keep going.
Wait. Why do Barcelona want to buy Willian though? Why?
Okay, so
Because he's
HA, this is the thing.
Brazilian. He's Brazilian.
Let me explain to you.
Okay.
Because he's Brazilian.
Answer. Barca.
Okay,
Brief.
so we have this dinosaur called Pep Segura, right? Where he sits in his little office and he's the one who, like, he comes up with all these weird, crazy players, like players that, you know, they don't even benefit you at all. He'll come with some 30-flipping-year-old striker. Yesterday, he came up with Idiano Igalo as his list for a replacement.
That's no. That has to be a lie. That's
Because
not true.
for me, if Igalo's
still alive?
Barca, that's not true. That wasn't true. It wasn't true.
For
It's
me,
fake news.
I'm just saying, if Igalo steps on that Barca team,
Wait, Barca, it's fake news. That's a lie.
Yeah.
That's
Can I just? All right, can we just going back to Chelsea just to make one point to end this?
Yeah.
Again, I could have gone on a lot longer about the whole Marina thing because obviously she's the main issue here. Even the
Don't
fact
be
that we signed
sexist. Don't be
Pulisic.
sexist. Carry
No,
on.
I mean I love my women as well, but again, and I don't mind women having charge or having power or doing good jobs. But
Vaughn,
again,
be very careful. We are living in the Me Too era. Choose your words very carefully. Carry on.
she not because of her gender is doing a very bad job.
Don't assume her
Simple as
gender.
that. What do you mean assume agenda?
Oh man,
No, no,
what
look,
please
just make a point.
Hazard,
don't.
man,
Make a
you're
point,
holding
make a
hella
point.
L today, Hazard. But anyways, just going to the point of what's important, right?
What
Clearly,
You're
Marina's
talking
been.
an L, man. We don't even know what you're talking about.
Yo, relax.
Calm down,
Again,
chill,
Marina's
Hazard,
made
chill.
Like
plenty of
Barca,
mistakes in the
yeah.
market,
Chill.
and even the fact that she's even bought Pulisic for 58 million when we have Cho, and the fact that she's even likely to sell him to Bayern is obviously another blunder. So hopefully we can fix up things in this transfer market. Obviously, signing Higuain will be a huge step towards that, and we'll see for the things for the future. But obviously, things have not been going well in the transfer market for us. Obviously, case in
Yeah.
point, likes of Drinkwater, Bakayoko, Morata, huge flops. So again,
Yeah.
things need to turn the other way.
Barkley,
Very
Ross
quickly.
Barkley, like what the heck? Why did you guys even sign him, man?
Yeah,
Like,
he's a bum as well.
So,
That's a very
yeah.
good point.
so okay, so now, so Callum Hudson-Odoi. If you're
Yeah.
Callum Hudson-Odoi, what do? Do you keep faith with Chelsea, or do you move to Bayern Munich with the
Leave.
chance of playing in the Champions League?
If I'm Callum
leave.
Hudson-Odoi, I leave. It's a bigger club. It's a better club. It's a much better run club.
What about the
and
risk?
that hurts.
What about the risk? What about the risk? Because it's
So
risky.
so technically he does have like better competition to face. Obviously Ribery, obviously Robin and Ribery could potentially go, but there's still Gnabry there, Coleman. Obviously Muller sometimes plays on the wing. Obviously James Rodriguez. So there's better quality there. But at the same time, if you're paying 30, if they're saying I want you for 30 million, you're gonna be my guy. You got to leave because look at the players who have not been able to progress at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Look at Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He's 23 right now. He's played less games than flipping Damari Gray at Leicester. Look at players like Jeremy Boga. I can name so many players that haven't been given a chance. And when you're Hudson-Odoi, he's the best academy product, and yet they've just bought Pulisic for 58 million. Who's an unproven 20-year-old American. You look at yourself and think, am I going to be
Overrated.
given the chance?
He's not unproven, man.
Wait, and the other thing with Hudson-Odoi, I think I don't think there's any risk. This is risk-free transfer. The worst that can happen.
Forward.
Risk-free. No,
Forward. I have a question for you.
Wait,
Matthias,
Matthias.
one at a time.
Wait, I think there's no risk in this transfer because because he's not going to play at Chelsea. So, and let's be honest, is he worth that much? Like 40? I don't think so. I would say 15. I'll pay 15 for him, considering how much he's playing and like. So I think this is the best move, and if Chelsea keep him, I'll hold that against Chelsea because if they're not using him, he needs to leave.
Will it be a
But look,
success? As Bayern? Yes or no?
Yes, because I mean, with Bundesliga, a lot of
Don't stop.
young players are developing well in Bundesliga, so there's a high chance he'll be a success. There's a compared to staying at the PL and just playing in a defensive team like. The team, I don't know if Chelsea, if Abramovich still cares about winning titles or anything. I'm not sure. So, no.
Richard, can I say something about
Wait, I'm going to go to Barca, then Red. Barca.
Okay, for me, I think Hudson-Odoi would do really well with Bayern because if you look at Bayern, Iron Robin is retiring this season. So they need...
No, he's not. He's leaving. He's not retiring.
He's leaving. Oh, okay, yeah. So he's leaving. You know what I'm trying to say? And Koeman, I don't think they can trust in him because he's injury prone. Gnabry, okay, yes, he's okay, but I don't think he's all the I don't think I feel like Hudson-Odoi would be a better winger than Gnabry. That's how I see it, But I just feel like Bayern, this is great business because they're thinking about the future. They're thinking about a youngster who can possibly take them to the next level and maybe help them to compete in the UCL and try to win UCL trophies. So yeah.
All right. Red. No. Red.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna comment first of all about the Malcolm Willian deal. That's a bad deal for Chelsea. Because at first I thought it was Malcolm plus 50 mil for Willian.
Yeah.
But no, it was valued at 50 mil. And how good is Malcolm really? He's been on the bench. He can't even break into the Barcelona size. So I don't think I think Williams still.
Hence why I've already read.
No, but you have to remember Malcolm from.
We don't know how good Malcolm is. At Bordeaux he was good, but how good is he really right now? He hasn't played in a year. That aside, for Callum Hudson-Odoi, I really think he should move. Not because Bayern's a bigger, better club, because he's not now anyways. If he gets a better chance to play at Bayern, take the chance, take the shot. If you think you're as good as people, if he's as good as people say he is, then he should easily break into that Bayern side because that Bayern side is aging. Their players are leaving. They're rebuilding. He could get a starter spot there, and I even heard reports that they want to give him the number 10 shirt. Like that's huge.
All right. Okay. So
Wait,
no. because this is the last point, and then and then we're going to wrap
Montara
it
needs
up.
to speak. Montara didn't speak.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
I haven't
let me bring in Montara. Okay, Montara, speak.
Hey,
Muntaha,
I just
speak.
want to make a one point. What if Hazard leave next season, Chelsea? Then
Then
there is
there's-
obvious. Yeah, then there is a place. No, but there is a place for Hudson Odoi, and there is a place for pitches.
Too risky. Too risky. And also,
It's just gonna-
Bayern are
Yeah,
offering you the chance right now. How do you know that Bayern will offer that same chance in the summer? How do you know that Hazard won't change his mind and remain with Chelsea? It's far too risky. If you're Hudson Odoi, they're offering you a place right now, wages, the number 10 jersey, German lessons are going to do the red carpets for you. You leave right now because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Guys,
Yeah.
quickly, final topic, because again we spend way too much. So final topic, and this is just for everyone right now. Now, Ford, you said something on UFF that I have to take some beef with you, and this is for the whole group. Gonzalo Higuain,
Oh boy,
is he still relevant?
he is. He is
Not
relevant.
really.
Come on, man.
That's what we're ending with.
Yeah.
He's been
Yeah.
he's been going through some tough times. It doesn't mean he's not relevant anymore. He can still come back, you know.
Okay. Let me rephrase the question. Is Gonzalo Higuain still be considered an elite top tier striker?
Of course.
No.
No.
Come
No,
on.
No,
I mean,
he's
he's better than Morata, Double H.
yeah. That's the thing. He's better than
Jujuman, Oxygen is better than Morata.
Wait,
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so-
that's safe to take it.
can I tell you something about Higuain?
They have
Yeah,
to
well,
take
okay, Hassan,
Higuain.
talk to me.
So-
Wait, Hassan, before I say this, how
Can
many
I
goals
jump in after, by the way?
has Higuain scored for AC Milan?
Huh?
How many goals has Higuain scored for AC Milan?
eight.
Eight. Yeah.
Oh,
He scored 8, but look, the thing is, he's not been really getting that much service, and many people have been blaming the team and slightly Gattuso for this. That our tactics don't really benefit Higuain in that when usually we play with two strikers, Cutrone and Higuain,
I
and-
smell an excuse. Carry on.
and Higuain is the one that plays deeper and comes deep to feed Cutrone. And whenever we play with only Higuain, he hardly gets any service, and the 4-3-3 doesn't really work. So he's really struggling with service. But whenever he gets service, he is frustrating as well. So it's partly his fault.
Okay, so Hassan, are you telling me that if he moves to a top team, he can give you 25 to 30 goals a season?
Yeah, he can.
Can you throw this
That's
back to me,
madness.
please?
That's
Can you throw this back to me, please?
Apple,
Can
let
I-
me say something.
That's
Let me
important.
say something.
Right, okay, Ford. So,
Apple.
Thank you. Okay, because it was initially obviously about what I said. So first and foremost, I know we're not going to be getting the Higuain that scored 30 goals under. Sorry, last time he was there. But having said that, obviously he's a clear upgrade on what we have now. And people saying, he's only scored 8 goals for Milan. Let's be real. He's playing for AC Milan in big 2019. They're not a very good team. I mean, we all know that he doesn't want to play for them. We all saw that happen with Bonucci. Look how happy he is now at Juve. Again, what service are you really getting?
are you
at a team
calling
like
AC Milan
AC
trash? Ford, are you calling AC Milan trash?
I mean, you're putting the words in my mouth, though. I mean, I gotta say it. AC Milan are big trash. I mean, we're in 2019.
Oh,
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I didn't want to have to be harsh like that, but Hazard are trash.
Behind fourth.
They're not good for
It's
you,
not
right?
even a big
Milan are
difference.
trash. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. I know it hurts your feelings,
You have
but
a point,
that's the
Ford. You
bitter
have a
truth.
point. You have a point,
About,
though.
man.
But
Chelsea
anyways,
fans
back
as
to
well,
what's
you guys-
important, because obviously
you guys
AC Milan, look, AC Milan aren't relevant right now. We're not talking about AC Milan. I'm happy that Hazard left, to be honest. Anyways, look, what's important is Higuain can have a really good effect for Chelsea for the rest of the season. Again, a striker that converts the chances that we're creating can near enough guarantee us top 4 and maybe even give us the Europa League as well. So I'll be happy with the signing. Again, he could easily flop and it will hurt me if he does, but again, it's a risk worth taking given where we are in the league. So I think it's a risk worth taking and hopefully it works out in the end. And yes, AC Milan are not relevant in 2019.
HH, can I respond to your point? HH, can I respond to your point? The HH can respond.
Oh, please.
After Saswa, can I say something, please?
Okay, Sassuat and then Barca. Keep it brief.
I think Higuain in this format, in this Chelsea team, can only score if Callum Hudson-Odoi stays and he puts in the cross. Because Higuain is not capable right now to play 1-2s with Hazard. He's not capable right now to make that forward run and just quickly get up the ball whenever Hazard plays a through ball. So he's not capable of what he used to be. And forget about what he did with Sarri. That was a long time ago. So I don't think he actually fits into this. He fits into this system, but a younger Higuain could actually do much better. But right now, he will give you max to max 15 G, not more than that.
Barca.
Higuain is a brick. I'm sorry. What he did in that 2014 World Cup and even the Copa America
Jesus
2016, I will never forget what he did. Him like for me, that Copa America 2016 should have been Messi. If Higuain
And why
didn't
didn't
miss the
Messi score?
penalty.
Why is that Higuain's fault? Where was
Let's
Messi?
not
It's
get into the
Higuain's
past.
fault.
Let's
Yeah,
not get
Even
into the
the
past.
don't blame that on
2014
Higuain.
the 2014 World Cup finals, you have 5 or 4 good chances to help Argentina win the World Cup
Higuain
final.
right now,
He's
27,
talking about the
2019,
past.
missed it.
right
Let's not
now.
get into
He
the
missed
past.
all the 4 or 5 chances, and it was
That was 5 years
chances.
ago.
Clear-cut
Yeah.
chances.
No.
He missed it.
No. But guys, let's just be real. Is Higuain in 2019 an elite striker? Yes.
No,
or
AJ,
it's not.
You still
It's not.
much better upgrade
I don't
than
care
what we have. You're still gonna
He's
get us
okay.
goals, hopefully.
He's okay.
It's like
Look,
he will.
he's good, right? But
Hmm.
for me, I won't say that
He's
he's elite just yet. But he's better than Giroud and the other striker they have. You
He's-
know,
he's
Can I just
Right.
clarify one
Right.
thing, by the way? He's not going to be our long-term striker. We're just getting him for the meantime. We're looking, again, the ethos for the club right now is to get a striker who can do the job now. And there was obviously a question between whether we're going to give Mitchie another chance, but we're going for Higuain from the looks of it. And then the ethos is to try and get a young world-class striker with potential to obviously be, a striker who's young and has the potential to be world-class. That's the aim right now.
Wait.
So for now, getting Higuain just for these next 6 months and to be a backup striker in the future, that's not a bad bet.
Ford,
That's not a bad bet, in my opinion.
I don't think this is a short term. I think this might be a bit mid term. It's because Chelsea, I don't know the ambitions of the club because it's like, which world class striker will come to play for Chelsea? I mean, look at the rest of the team. Look at
I
the
mean,
rest of the
that's
team.
harsh, but I do understand why you're saying it. And again, that's why it's down to the board to attract the right players. Obviously, getting Champions League football is important.
now,
And then we
you
can
guys
see
really
we can
suffer
attract.
from Emanalo. Emanalo has been a huge
Look,
mystery.
that's something that has already been long gone. And we don't need to
Wait.
get
Let me bring in Red because Red wanted to talk to Red.
Yeah, so I just want to say, like, if Chelsea bring in Higuain right now mid-season, I don't think there's any striker available on the market right now that's better than him. Right now, that's available for the price, for everything. I think Higuain's perfect for a short term for the rest of the season. Because Higuain is actually perfect for the 1-2 play, so he can actually help the wingers get more involved into the goal-scoring aspect of the game. Because he can hold the ball up, unlike Giroud can, but Morata's hold-up play has been trash. But like Higuain,
that's true.
he's going to be a good alternative. Also, aside from that, Higuain's best asset is his finishing. I know that he has some historic flops under him. Like, no, I'm not trying to defend him from
Historic.
Historic. Like he's flopped in a lot of finals, but we're not playing finals. We're playing a league game. Like this is all in the league. Higuain, I feel like in the league is going to be very beneficial for Chelsea, especially short term right now. It's perfect. Like they don't want something. They don't have to commit to a top tier striker for a long time. For the rest of the season, they get in Higuain, scores those goals, secures top 4, and then in the summertime, Chelsea can start scouting the market. They can offload Morata, keep Giroud, find a better striker.
All right, guys.
How about
I'll see you guys next Sunday. Peace.
Peace.